Right.
So if you open that, there is a executable program.
Yes.
Under the Windows platform. I opened it.
Okay.
This application has only one form. Remaining all some other code programs are there.
That's right.
Fine. Only one form is ready.
Yes.
Actually, this is not an executable block, right? It's not running program.
That's right.
So I try to open this. So it's not running, but it is executing but not running. Okay?
Okay.
Fine. See this. I came to know it is an application designed and developed by using VB language, first thing.
That's right.
Then they have used some of the databases in the backend to store some data.
That's
like US department, history related information, and like PC related issues, and who handled that is PC related. So those are all the things, right?
That's right.
It is completely a domain and domain related operations and services of your infrastructure, right? Your organization infrastructure.
That's right.
Yes. Now I came to know only one thing is you need to have some knowledge of VB.NET.
That's right.
Fine. And then you will be handle this project like based on the requirements, modifications, like support of implementation.
Yes.
So those are all the things you can do.
Yes.
Fine. So this is the analysis I have done on the project what you have shared.
Okay.
Now what you are expecting, that also I need to know.
Okay, what I'm expecting is be able to like troubleshoot this application in case something happens, like to be able to debug it if let's say something is not working, and also just to understand what this program is actually doing, because as you said, it looks like it's getting history from and storing from databases, and you're saying that it's removing it's removing it is storing information. And
that's the thing. Yes, I understood. Generally, when we are handling some of the new technical areas, we will face some of the issues related to this. But Mike, handling project is different from a training, actually.
Sure.
Yes. So this project, handling all the resources related to these databases, related to this environment, completely is not available, the entire project, first thing.
Okay.
But I can make you very clear with this architecture of the application.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But not on the same, but we too can develop such applications.
Okay.
So your knowledge you need to apply on your project.
Okay.
Suppose if you come to know how to place these tabs as a general point, okay? Just this is also a subject, okay?
Okay.
Then how to connect to the database, like how to read, how to write the data from the database to application, application to database. So like how to ensure the security on the application.
Okay.
How to ensure, how to develop the logic behind some code construct of the applications. Here we don't have the logic. Suppose even if I double click on that, it is showing some of the logic components designed in this.
Okay.
Right? So these are the completely code blocks. This code is completely related code to your application.
Okay.
Because they developed it based on the requirements related to the security implemented and some of the other things related to the entire pages, whatever have been created here. Suppose see that this is one page block. These are all the code blocks created as programs. These are all class programs, like VB programs. So such environment usually we can experience here and share. Suppose I'm creating a new project. My application language I'm selecting Visual Basic.
Okay.
Fine. So from the Visual Basic they started designing from here window application. Okay. So this is the environment almost all been designed in your program. So this is the type of environment. So there you can give a name for the project and you can run it, the project. Fine. So if you type the text, something will be appeared there. Such way, I'm just adding a name like Mike project something.
Sure.
So this, I hope you are aware of this, right? This one, like how we are experiencing these things like application related. Now if you run this, it would run in the form will be loaded into memory.
That's right.
Now, so this already have you done at your office?
The Visual Studio?
Yes, yes.
Yes, we have 2012.
Yes, you started working on this project or you are going to handle this project?
Yes, they want me to handle this project. So
You are going to handle this?
yes, so I have
You
it.
haven't started?
No, but they're already using it, but it's just me to be able to support it.
Okay.
Yes.
So you are also you are also becoming a part of this project. You are going to play a role as a developer or support, right?
Yes.
So now this block is what, this is what, all the things you should know, right?
Yes, exactly.
And why do we need to use these? These are all the things, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you need to have the subject to knowledge of VB and VB.NET, right?
That's right, yeah.
So subject to knowledge.
Okay.
Of VB and VB.NET.
That's right.
So VB.NET is the environment, whatever has been designed. VB is the language.
Okay.
Fine. So now I created a VB.NET application. Just now I created one Visual Studio application. Did you remember?
Yeah, sure. Yes.
So like this application, what I designed is the VB.
Yes.
Fine. So I didn't write anything what the code should be displayed here, right?
Sure.
Form load, like I want to write something, message box dot show something, I want to write hello something here. Like someone has written some concept here, message box dot text something. So now here the error is generating.
Sure.
And I'm passing some arguments here. So why form load event? Why button click event? How to design this form? Like here, suppose if I'm opening this form design toolbox, I'm placing some common controls, I'm placing a button, I'm clicking on the button, fine. So these code blocks you should know and you should gain the subject on this, right?
That's right, yeah.
Suppose if I'm going to declare a variable here, like dim is a keyword, I want to use dim keyword. So dim int a, likewise I want to declare, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. First, you need to learn the VB language, some extent.
Okay, sure.
Then you can go for VB.NET.
Okay.
In between that, you should have some knowledge on database.
Okay.
Because some knowledge we should have. Reason? Because we will use the database to store the data and to read the data.
That's right.
So these are the type of databases created.
Okay. That's true.
So like in case if you want to make your application, see, database connection path at your center, the server name, all the things been given here.
Okay.
So that this is your like server where the data is available. This is the server name. This is the database name. So login ID, password, security, like default security taken. So these are all this is the data from the table. Okay.
Okay.
Now, how many days of time you have to be good in the subject to apply into your project? That is also important.
Sure.
Because see, we are associating on Saturday and Sunday. Okay. So because you have a project, forthcoming project, you should be a member, right?
Sure.
So like how many days of time you have to be a member in that?
Okay, so now actually that's a very good question. I want to be right now. It's Saturday and Sunday. I wanted to add maybe another day during the week, if that's possible.
In 1 week, you will be a member.
Yes.
Okay. But Mike, at least this is in case if I separate it into chapters.
Yes.
It would be of nearly to some extent like code language.
Sure.
So VB and database VB.NET. For us, at least it takes Saturday, Sunday wise. If we continue, it would take nearly 4 to 5 weeks minimum.
Okay.
Because only Saturday, Sunday we are associating, right?
Sure.
So, but how do you manage before this?
Before
gaining the subject, you will be a member in the project.
That's right. Yeah. So that's where, I was like, maybe since the program is already running and they're using it, and
Okay.
for me just to be able to understand what's going on, even though not really writing the code or the
Oh,
knowledge,
yes, yes,
but
yes.
just
They may
having
give
knowledge.
you
Yeah.
time to analyze it first, right?
Yes. Yes.
So analysis you are doing through learning, right?
People learning, that's right.
Okay. So very hopefully we can start the subject learning first.
Yes.
Okay. Fine, Mike. Actually, what I analyzed from your project, what you are expecting, I hope is same, right?
Okay. Yes, that's right.
Okay. So I can make you very comfort in the subject,
Okay.
but you need to apply your knowledge in the domain of your operations.
Sure. It makes sense.
Fine?
Yes.
I'll exactly make sense of every topic here.
Okay.
Very crystal clear subject.
Okay.
Okay. So, but the subject to knowledge you need to apply into your project
A
requirements.
project. Exactly.
I can't work on this project because
Sure.
completely the project would not be available to me.
The
That
domain.
my approach towards subject is different from operations.
Sure.
Fine, Mike?
That's fine.
So, did I give a clear idea to you?
Yeah, you did. You did, and that makes a lot of sense because you're right. Especially with you not being able to connect to those databases, you cannot.
Yes, yes.
There's no way you can, but probably give me an idea or point me to this right direction, and I'll start digging from there.
Yes, okay. Very, very clear. So, we both have come to a common state of subject to requirement.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. Now, we shall start.
Okay.
Fine. Mike, I have given one simple concept last week, like in the general way. Only one class we discussed. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I made some sessions ready for you.
Okay.
This subject again I'll share to you,
Okay.
but you should do practice.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Of course. Most definitely. That's how I want to get experience.
Yes, yes. Now you are becoming a programmer also.
Yeah. That's true.
That is the way IT infrastructure takes us to learn many things.
Yes.
Fine. So I don't consider whether you have knowledge of programming, whether you don't have knowledge of programming, but I
Okay.
consider you as a simple student for me. Okay?
Okay. Sure.
Okay. Sometimes I may teach very fundamentals, sometimes I may teach very high-end subject to knowledge also.
Okay.
Okay, in between that, wherever we are floating, you can ask me.
Okay.
Wherever you are finding difficulty or wherever you are clear, if you can clear, then you can say, go ahead, okay?
Go ahead.
Then
Okay.
move forward. Because you and me, only two members.
That's true.
We are like friends discussing, okay?
That's right.
Yes, it's not like, I teach like a student, but you
Yeah.
can consider me as your friend.
Okay.
Okay?
Sounds good.
Fine. Okay, okay, fine, great. So, this is the content I am sharing.
Okay.
Some textual content, through practicals we'll learn. Because
Okay.
theory without theory is the sense like it's subject.
Okay.
Without subject, we can't understand practicals.
Okay.
Like you need to know why do we need to store a value in one location. So how
Okay.
do you call that location is a variable? We need to know that, right?
Okay. That's right.
Yes. So Microsoft has two major programming languages for developing applications.
Okay.
One is Microsoft very old model language is VB.
VB. Okay.
Okay. Visual Basic.
Okay.
So Visual Basic has a high demand before the development of web applications, this level of usage. Okay. In the current scenario, if you consider last 2 decades of period,
Uh-huh.
the web environment, web applications have very big market, web
Okay.
applications, right?
That's right.
Almost all applications development platform is completely with web applications only, fine?
Okay. That's right.
But many intranet web applications are public applications, like
Okay.
run on internet. Web applications are internet platform applications,
Okay.
fine?
Fine.
But every organization, they need to have certain applications for the organization needs,
Okay.
for the organization purpose. Like a departmental store, fine. Departmental store may run the software in a local environment, not in the network of internet or something, right?
Sure.
Local network environment, they can run their operations. For that, we can have only intranet application.
Intranet, yeah.
Intranet, not internet.
Okay, intranet, yeah.
Intranet applications are window platform applications.
Okay.
So that is the application actually you are going to be a part, right?
Okay, that's right.
Fine. Now VB Visual Basic was there since like latter years of 1995. Okay.
Okay.
And almost it was continued till 2000 year. VB was the last version. Visual Basic 6.0 was the last version. Later it's completely changed to VB.NET.
Okay. So they evolved.
Okay. Yes. So later Microsoft released in 2002 year. That is Visual Studio.NET. Okay. New infra.
Okay.
For developing applications. Applications of variety of types.
Okay.
Applications of Windows, fine, web, database solutions, smart applications, mobile applications, scientific, okay, mission specific, and more, okay. So release a new infra. Infra is nothing but the .NET suite with all resources services.
Okay.
So that VB.NET was so popular that time.
Okay.
Okay. So VB.NET allows us to develop applications. VB was disappeared after the 6.0. Then it was continued with VB.NET. Still VB.NET is in market for developing majorly for Windows. Okay.
All right.
For web, Microsoft is seriously concentrating only on web applications development. Microsoft only C#.NET.
Okay.
What you can do with VB, you can do with C# also.
Oh, okay. So whatever you can do with VB, you can do with C#. Okay.
Yes, yes. What you can do with VB, you can do with C#. But major focus on VB for the purpose of developing window platform applications, and C#.NET has major services related to web application development.
Okay.
So Microsoft categorized in such a way. And one more technology Microsoft has, that is VC++.NET.
Okay.
Fine. .NET means it is a suite of lot of infrastructural services for the development of applications.
Okay.
Simple .NET means it is a suite of many services of developing applications. What you can do, what type of all these type you can develop. Okay, at the point.
That's right. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, so when you see that net, you know that that's what it is. You know, full of different resolved applications. Okay.
Okay. Now, in case if you have any point to discuss with me more, you can ask me now.
Okay. No, I mean, so far so good. You know, as you said, go ahead. That makes sense.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
So we are going to have the discussion on the entire course VB.NET.
Okay.
Fine. The VB.NET is integrated with all development services.
Okay.
Of applications of Windows. Fine. Okay. But actually to develop the application, you need to know the knowledge of VB.
Okay.
VB language. Fine.
Uh-huh.
So the VB language is like nothing but a coding we should learn first.
Okay.
Then this coding you can apply to the development environment of applications.
Okay.
So our course can be designed into two parts. One is learning with VB language, few days, fine.
Okay.
Then adding VB.NET knowledge with .NET VB language, okay.
Uh-huh.
So both the things you need to combine.
Okay.
So then your objective will be cleared, and in between that some extent of SQL you need to gain.
Okay.
So then you will be land up to an area where you can very conveniently understand your project.
Your project, that's right.
That's all. So
Okay.
my objective, making you an expert in subject.
Okay.
Your objective is applying this expert level of knowledge into your project.
Yes.
Fine. So our goals are clear, your goal and my goal.
Okay.
Fine. Now, this is the content. But when you are developing an application using any platform,
Okay.
you need to use a language and integrated technology.
That's
So I
right.
have given an idea, VB.NET is different from the language approach. Okay?
That's right.
So when you are learning a language, you need to understand the methodology of the language also. So
Okay.
methodology of the language is object-oriented programming.
Okay.
It's called as OOPS methodology.
Uh-huh.
See, like suppose, if you consider the server client environment of your computerized environment, you know infrastructure, like you may have a peer-to-peer network, or you may have a topology-based ring topology, star topology. But when you are establishing the network, you will maintain a server client, right?
Uh-huh.
So that is also actually based on the OOPS methodology only, because software engineering completely based on a methodology like OOPS,
Okay.
object-oriented programming.
Okay.
Okay.
Object
So
oriented.
now I will give an explanation on what is OOPS, then we shall move
Okay.
forward. Okay.
All right.
Now I will explain with your knowledge only. According
Okay.
to the knowledge whatever you have, based on that
Okay.
knowledge only I will explain.
Okay.
Now I am drawing it is a server. Okay.
Okay.
It's a computer which I am going to use it as a server.
Okay.
Okay. Now this server, how do you define a computer as server? Like we can define computer as a server. It is more powerful than the client,
That's right.
right? And
Yes.
it offers its services to all the clients, software as well as hardware. Like
That's right.
so, software services it offers, hardware services it offers, right? It's like storage and other things, like processing process it offers to clients, storage it offers to clients, right?
Yes, that's right.
And other like applications it offers to the client.
To client.
Fine. Client is always like a parasite which depends on always server,
Okay.
right?
That's right.
So I'm drawing some clients also. This is a client one. Okay.
Okay.
So like similar clients, 2-3 clients I'm drawing here, because it will be very convenient for us to understand the client
Okay.
nature. Because diagram speaks more about this. Okay.
Sure.
Like I may have more 2 different clients here.
Okay.
Now, enough. So this client 1, client 2, and client 3.
Okay.
See, these are the clients are going to access the resources from the server.
Okay.
Okay. Now the similar thing I will customize in a different way. Fine. Now I want to make one thing here.
Okay.
The same thing I'm just making like one small concept I'm drawing here.
Okay.
In a different color I'll write. Okay. Like I'm creating, it is like a car.
Okay.
Okay. So there are different cars I'm drawing here.
Okay.
Car 1, car 2. So now you tell me some of the features of the car. Car model,
Motor,
name,
name,
engine,
engine color.
yes, color. These are all the properties.
Yeah.
Fine. Now, there are certain operations also car can do. What is that? Accelerate, deaccelerate,
Accelerate, yeah.
and deaccelerate.
That's right.
Now, these two are certain functional operations of the car.
Okay.
These two are properties of the car, right?
Okay.
So now, Ford is a car, Mitsubishi is a car,
That's right.
and Benz is a car,
Okay.
or Rolls-Royce is a car, okay?
Okay.
Now each car maintains one copy of the class members or not. So
That's right.
this Ford model is available here, name available as Ford, engine model available, color available. Now these are all the objects are instances of the car or not.
They are.
They are instances of the car, right?
They are, yes.
So this entire real world is following a conceptual approach, that is
Okay.
identifying all the real world objects with its collective name,
Okay.
called as class car, right?
Cluster, yes.
So it's a classification of making all the objects to identify with its collective name called as car.
Okay.
Fine. Point taken.
Point taken, yeah.
Now the same thing, here I have a server application, server operating system.
Okay.
Fine. So I will give a very clear, simple, like I have Windows, so Windows 2000 version of OS, okay?
Okay.
Windows 2000 version of server I have. Here I can have a client. So client I have XP, I have XP,
Uh-huh.
I have XP, right?
Okay.
Now each client environment get a copy of the server services or not?
They do.
Yes. So that is an approach of server act as a class, all
Okay.
instances get a copy of the server operations.
That's right. Uh-huh.
So at the time, when you install a software here as the application, if you make it available,
Uh-huh.
this application copy will be available to the client or not?
It will be available.
So all clients will get the same application copy.
That's right.
So when you go to the billing counter of any departmental store, you can make the payment from any counter,
Yeah.
right?
That's
How
right.
it is possible? You are getting a copy of the server environment of the software application. That is
Okay.
the reason you are able to make the payment from any counter.
That's right.
So these are all instances of this classified approach of applications.
Okay.
So this application has been designed with a methodology called object-oriented
Okay.
programming.
Okay.
Object-oriented programming is classes and objects.
Okay. Classes and objects.
Classes and objects.
Okay.
Now I hope you are very clear what is object, what is class.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yes. Very, it's very, very clear. So
Very
objects
clear.
and classes, yep.
Yes. Now I'm saving this document. I'll share
Okay.
this whiteboard.
Okay.
Because I'll share whenever I draw something.
Okay, that's good.
Fine. So this is methodology of classes and objects.
Okay.
Now this is the point, object-oriented programming. Then
Okay.
we will discuss more about object orientation. That is not our major important point now, okay?
Sure.
Fine. So I have given an idea, although it is an evaluation of classic Visual Basic, it is not backwards compatible with VB6. I said that VB6 was the last version.
Okay.
I have written somewhere. Did you
Yeah.
remember that point?
Yes.
So I wrote it here, VB6, that I explained to you, VB6.0.
That's
So
right.
that is also been mentioned.
So you're saying that it's not backward compatible?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Like other .NET languages, VB.NET has a complete support of object-oriented concepts.
Okay.
Everything in VB.NET is an object.
Okay.
Okay, and it supports all data types. I'll explain what are data types.
Okay.
So like you can work with user different data types, events, even assemblies, all the things almost whatever VB.NET what we do, we can do with C#.NET also.
Okay.
But web for Microsoft promoting this language and technology for web. Microsoft promoting this language and technology for Windows. So you can develop intranet application.
Okay.
Fine.
Fine.
Now, so this VB.NET is implemented by .NET Framework.
Okay.
What is .NET Framework also we need to have an idea. But later I'll give a session on .NET Framework.
Sure.
Okay? .NET Framework is an infra suite of all services.
Okay.
From design, develop till deploy.
Okay.
Everything is available.
Okay.
So from the designing stage to deployment stage, it offers everything including testing, debugging, optimization, performance tuning, everything. So this terminology, whatever I'm using, is clear to you? Any questions in the terminology?
So you're saying that .NET Framework is that infrastructure suite of services. So when you hear that an application, you install an application, and it says they need .NET to be installed, like 4.0, or so that's what you're talking about.
Yes, yes, exactly. Suppose if you install .NET in your computer.
Yes.
So like suppose I'm moving to 2012, I want to go to the tools. So then I want to take one command prompt.
Okay.
I want to run this, run as administrator. So now my environment is ready. I'm typing VBC.
That's right.
So it is executed and it is showing the VB compiler. You can see Visual Basic compiler is there.
Okay.
Fine. The compiler is readily available. Means my computer, I have Visual Basic compiler. I can develop the applications from the environment of Visual Studio. Okay.
Okay.
Now this is a console-based environment I just presented.
Okay.
And we'll work with many things in this environment, and we'll design, develop, and deploy applications using Visual Studio .NET infrastructure, that is .NET Framework.
Okay.
Now suppose I will say very simply, you are very clear with Windows Server?
Yes.
Now consider that Windows Server is offering many features related to client configurations, security configurations, like your account related say configurations, profile related configurations, right? And network related configurations. You have n number of things in the administration of your server, right? So version to version, lot many administrative related services are offering by Microsoft in the each version of server.
That's right.
So gaining and implementing, gaining an advantage of using such is the advantage to the administrator. But providing such type of infrastructure related services is the achievement of Microsoft. Fine. So they might have made it available with a suite of services to you to do all your task of administration in server. Right? Same manner for the developers, they need a suite of services. Complete bag of services, big bag of services. So that is infra suite is called as .NET Framework.
.NET Framework. Okay. Makes sense. Okay.
Yes. Later we will discuss what is there in framework. That is the point.
Okay.
Okay. Now, are all clear? Any questions?
Now clear. All clear. So as far as these object-oriented programming languages, what you're saying that VB6 wasn't one, but starting from VB.NET going forward.
Yes, yes.
Okay. All right. That's clear.
There is no VB 6.0 now.
Okay.
Maybe there in very, very common, very fundamental areas where the old programmers may work.
Okay.
Some organizations which are not upgraded since almost 1.5 decade.
Okay.
Okay. They may have that.
Okay. Well, that was my next question. I was going to ask you, like, is it still available in existence? So you say some organizations Still haven't
still
developed.
which are
Okay.
not upgraded. I may use a bell-bottom pant now, right?
Okay. That's
But
good.
yes, yes,
All right. Thank you.
yes. Even like the question very clearly we can answer for anyone.
Sure.
Suppose someone asks a question like, is the Fortran in existence? Okay.
Uh-huh.
So the answer generally we think, no, Fortran is not in existence, but Fortran is in existence actually.
It still
Because,
exists.
yes, in some missionary areas, still in scientific applications, we are using Fortran, and even basic language, when COBOL is also in existence because in integrated environments.
That's right.
Same manner, VB also. Many organizations in many areas of electronic data processing, whatever the old applications they developed and used still are in maintenance, that language is there.
They're still there. Okay.
Visual Basic. But Microsoft stopped the version from 6.0.
Okay.
If you want to gain something which is currently available, you may not gain through VB. You can gain through VB.NET.
Okay.
So what is the difference between VB and VB.NET, you can ask.
Yes.
Okay. A single and simple word is
okay.
.NET version of VB is VB.NET.
You sound like a philosopher now.
That is true.
Okay, say it again. So the VB version
VB.NET is the .NET version of VB.
Okay, so it's a .NET version of...
because .NET is a technology.
Okay.
They integrated with many languages. One more thing, Mike. Before this .NET was introduced for the development platforms, there was a language C# also was available.
Okay.
VB, how VB was available earlier, C# also was available. But when the .NET were released, they released the versions of VB and C# in .NET.
Okay.
In .NET. Microsoft didn't say it is a new language. Microsoft said as it is a .NET version of VB. Okay? .NET version of VB means it's a modern, completely made it simple and more technically stuffed language comparing over the previous versions.
Okay.
And they completely migrated into a new suite of application development, that is .NET.
Okay.
Fine. Point taken?
The point taken, yeah?
Yes. Great. So, VB.NET is implemented Microsoft.NET framework and full access to the libraries of .NET framework. Because framework, what it offers libraries, it offers some services, it offers APIs, application programming interfaces, because suite offers many things, right?
Okay.
So it also possible to run VB programs on Mono, the open source alternative to .NET, not only under Windows, but even you can run. Mono is a version. What is Mono, you know?
No, I was going to ask you, what is a Mono? I've never heard of it.
Yes, I'll tell.
Okay.
Suppose, see, you have, like, you want to run a Visual Basic application on your computer.
Okay.
But you don't have software. You should have framework, right?
That's right.
So, .NET framework can very conveniently run in the Windows platform because it is compatible to Windows platform. But when you want to run on other platforms of operating systems like Linux or Mac OS, Apple Mac or Sun Solaris, so Mono is the type of a suite. Okay?
Wow.
It's the open source alternative to .NET. Even it can run on Linux, Mac and OS X.
Wow.
So, like suppose you developed an application, you want to run on Apple phone or Apple computer. You know hardware architecture is completely different from IBM model.
That's right.
But when you want to run the application which is completely compatible with the operating system of Windows with the hardware architecture of IBM, our computers, general purpose computers, most of the computers are IBM architecture only, right? So the framework to run on other platforms, we need to have such Mono.
So Mono, okay.
Fine?
That's fine now. Yep.
So VB.NET is a professional language. The reason is that it is a modern, general purpose, object oriented, component oriented. What is component oriented? I'll tell.
Okay.
Now very conveniently we can discuss that also.
Okay.
You know MS Office, right?
Yes.
So MS Office, can you tell me some of the names of Office components?
Sure.
One is
Word,
Word,
Excel, PowerPoint.
Excel, yes, exactly, PowerPoint. Okay.
Yeah.
And you tell me, like Outlook also we have.
Outlook, yes.
Yes.
Even sometimes if you buy the suite, you might have whatever one. What's it called? Access.
Yes. MS
Publisher.
Access.
Yeah.
Yes, MS Publisher,
Yeah.
MS Scheduler, all are.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, these are all whatever I have selected in yellow color. Okay. And whatever I have selected in blue color, or else I will select this also in blue color. Now this I will make it as MS Office.
Okay.
Whether it's a version of Office 2000 or 2013 or Office Cloud like 365, whatever. Okay. Now while I am using these 4 different applications like Word, Excel, PowerPoint. So MS Office is offering spelling and grammar check utility, right?
Okay.
Point taken?
It's a point taken, yes, right?
Yes. Now you are the project lead.
Okay.
You want to make it available spelling and grammar check utility separately for Word. Okay. The same thing is required to develop for Excel. The same thing is required to develop for PowerPoint, or required to develop for Outlook, or for other versions also, right? For Binder, for Scheduler, some other things.
Okay.
So, would you make your team to spend nearly 30 days of time to develop for each and every module, every like a component of Office, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, every application? No. We don't do that.
You don't do that.
Yes, it is a like very like a time consuming, and it is a tedious job to the developers to do the same task again and again.
And again and again.
It is a big loss to the organizations, right?
Yes, it is.
Because we will consume human resources, very powerful resources, right? And we'll spend some revenues, and what we cannot get it back, like time, right? And infra. Fine.
Yes.
So these are the big loss to the organizations.
Yes.
So how do you make it? So the concept is called as COM, Component Object Model.
Okay, COM. That's why you always hear COM on the computer files. There's some COM files.
Yes. Component Object Model means you develop it once, use it a number of times.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay,
Develop
fine.
Once
and use another time.
Use n number of times.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay.
How you can do it? Consider that this is the COM spelling and grammar.
Okay.
Fine.
That's fine.
Whatever the COM you develop, you can use in every application by referencing it into the COM. Like I refer to Word. I will refer to Excel. I refer to PowerPoint. So do I spend my time and resources to develop it for every application here? No.
No.
So such type of technology it supports.
Okay.
I will teach COM development also to you.
Oh, okay.
Means you will develop somewhere as an outsider, but you will use in your application.
Okay.
So have you heard about DLL?
DLL, that's right.
Yes, DLL stands for Dynamic Linking Library.
That's right.
So this library you will develop using a model called COM.
COM, okay.
So dynamically it will be integrated to Word. Dynamically it integrates with Excel.
Okay.
Like this. Fine?
That's fine.
So that also VB supports is the concept. Point taken?
Point taken, that's good. Yeah, because you're right.
Structured.
It doesn't make sense to, develop the same thing over and over again.
Yes,
Cost
exactly.
cost money, time, and it's
Yes,
not
and time
efficient.
we don't get back.
Yes,
The powerful human brains, IQ, we never get it back.
that's right.
So I don't want to do the thing what my ancestors have done, right?
Uh-huh.
So I want to do something else, more
Uh-huh.
than great. So that's the reason anthropologically my brain has been developed.
That's right.
Okay, fine.
uh,
So likewise only the world is being constructed,
uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
So your baby may have more IQ than you, right or not?
Yeah, that's right. Uh-huh.
But we'll dominate them with our experience. But IQ are
Uh-huh.
powerful than us, right?
That's right. That's right.
That is the point. Fine,
Uh-huh.
great. So structured programming.
Okay.
Actually, structured programming in the sense you only can see
Okay.
blocks of structures.
Uh-huh.
It's all called as a region actually.
Okay.
But when you are designing it, it is under a functional part.
Okay.
It's under a module part.
Okay. So the structure.
Yes. So very, very conveniently you can design it.
Okay.
So produce efficient programs. These are all greatness. We are praising language. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And it supports all features of the .NET framework related services.
Uh-huh.
These are all we will discuss separately in many
Okay.
stages of the subject. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now,
Okay.
I want to write a small program.
Uh-huh.
What generally I want to write in the computer, I want to write something in the notepad, I want to write. So, like, I want to wish the world as hello world. Okay.
Okay.
So, using a computer, like how a human brain can address everyone like a hello world. Say my computer, I want to make it to be like, say hello world to all.
Okay.
So why hello world, or we will write it as a first program.
Okay.
Always in the computers we think like it's the first program.
Okay.
Okay. So now I want to write hello world on a computer to display as a program.
No problem.
So that program has been given here.
Uh-huh.
I'm placing this block here.
Okay.
So the same thing, I will very crystal clear, I'll explain this to you.
Okay.
While you are writing, any version you can take, whether 2010 or 2013, anything you can select.
Okay.
New project, I'm going to invoke, till this extent is clear, I'm selecting new project.
Oh, yes.
So one language is Visual C#.
Okay.
Other languages category you can see Visual Basic.
Okay. Visual Basic.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now, once if you see, you can develop Windows, you can develop Windows. Okay. If you select, you can see icons are C# language, icons are VB language. You can develop web, you can develop web. Okay. You can develop Office suite, you can develop Office suite.
Okay, so you can develop Office suite. Okay, there it is. Okay.
Office suite like enhancements, modifications, customization.
Okay, customization.
Right?
Okay.
Yes. Suppose you want to customize Excel according to your organization data processing needs.
Okay.
So I can add more my requirements to the Excel.
Yeah.
Likewise, for every component we can customize. Okay.
Okay.
Now, under the window, now my objective is not C#, my objective is Visual Basic. Okay.
Okay.
I open Visual Basic. I'm going to develop intranet applications, that is Windows application.
Windows applications.
So my objective initially console. Later my objective will be forms.
Okay.
So these two majorly will develop. This one and this one.
So the console or forms.
Here console we are learning a language first.
Okay.
So I mentioned that language. Then we learn .NET.
Okay.
Fine?
That's fine.
One minute. Let me copy it.
Okay.
This I will share. because whatever generally the things we discuss, like I'll share with you.
You share,
okay?
you said, yeah, okay.
So I select console, here I'm giving a name. Where you want to create it also you can choose the location.
The location, okay, so you can actually change it.
Yes, I'm selecting the location. I'm going to the environment where mic folder is there.
Okay.
I'm selecting mic folder. You can see under the D column mic.
Okay.
My name of the application is console application 1. I'm giving a name as first PGM.
Okay.
First program. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Click on OK. So the environment is created. What are available readily? Readily module available,
Uh-huh.
submain available,
Okay.
end sub available, and module available. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So in case if you want to write more things in this, you can write it like import system.
Okay.
See that imports
Import. Okay.
system. Like I'll explain what is import system.
Okay.
So then in the main I want to write, so console. I'm typing console, it is appearing there.
Okay.
So console directly it is taking dot, I'm writing something here, right line.
Right line. Okay.
Under that right line I'm passing hello world. Fine.
Okay.
That's fine. Now I want to make something here, console dot read key.
Okay.
So purpose of the read key also I'll explain.
Okay.
Now you can simply start debugging.
Okay.
Hello world has been displayed.
Okay.
Okay. Now what I'll explain.
Okay.
Mike, I went to a departmental store.
Okay.
There the organization, the departmental store using a software.
Okay.
They are dealing different operations. One is they are dealing with billing process.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay, fine.
Second one, they are dealing with tax calculation.
Okay.
Point taken.
Point taken, yeah.
One is billing process, one is tax calculation, one is like discount process, one is like print process. Fine.
Okay.
And other thing is like storage operations.
Okay.
Now by considering this, how many blocks of responsible units they design in the application? How many?
1, 2, 3, 4,
Five.
5, huh?
Fine.
Uh-huh.
So the application has been designed into different modules of work.
That's right.
This is module 1. This is module 2.
Uh-huh.
Fine.
Uh-huh.
This is module 3.
Uh-huh.
This is module 4.
Okay.
Fine.
Uh-huh, that's fine.
And this is module 5.
Uh-huh.
So these are all the modules they developed.
Okay.
Right? So each module has a discrete responsibility. Right?
That's right.
So the same thing when you are applying into programming, you can see you have currently one module.
Okay.
Okay? You can have a number of modules in the application, but currently we designed only one.
Uh-huh.
But suppose you are playing a game. While you are playing a game, you may start selecting competitors. Okay? Like consider that it is like a game of road rash. Like you are playing a game, a race game. Okay? So you have selected some competitors, you have selected an environment like desert, city, something. Okay, you have selected some bikes, then you started a game.
Okay.
Playing, you started. So now selecting competitor, selecting some weapons, selecting some bike like your vehicle, and selecting an environment to start your ride. All these are different responsible blocks of code in the application. And finally you won the game. So the data is supposed to be stored permanently. Okay. Now these are all the different responsible blocks. From where you will start playing game is the question.
Okay.
Where you will start? You will start from selecting a bike and selecting a location, right? So
That's
that
right.
would be a main block. In case of the game, that is a main block. In case of the building application, this is the main block. Point taken?
Point taken.
Yes. So main. So every program must start with a particular block to start its operation.
Start its operation.
That is main. Point taken?
Point taken. That's
So
the main
main
word.
is a main function from where the program execution starts.
Okay. Main function.
From where the program execution starts. At this stage in this program, we have only one function, that is main, okay? But when you want to have multiple functions here, so those are all we will discuss later.
Okay.
This single quotation mark is a comment, okay? So I have added a comment into the program.
Okay.
This one. Point taken?
Uh-huh.
So I want to display something on the screen. You are very clear what is console, right?
That's right, yeah.
So console is the environment where I am writing. This is called as actually console.
Okay.
So to write something on the console, I have a method called write line, W capital, L capital.
Okay.
Okay? So console is called as a class. The
Okay.
console is available in a library set called system.
Okay.
Now, I will go back and I will explain the methodology once again to you, and then I come back.
All right.
Okay? Now I have drawn a car here. Okay? Similar thing I am drawing as something here, bike. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Instead of car, I am writing it as bike.
So bike. Okay.
Point taken?
You point taken, huh?
So the bike also will have the similar features or not?
Some of them, yeah.
Yes, most of the things are common.
Yeah.
So it has the model, name, engine, color, acceleration, deacceleration. Right? You can have similar objects for bike also.
Sure.
Fine?
That's fine, yeah.
Now, these two are two different classifications or not? Bike Yamaha,
Yeah, so but yeah, they are different because of the
Kawasaki,
yeah,
something
Honda,
else. Okay?
Honda,
Yes, Honda. Now, these are different classifications or not?
yes, they are.
Now you only tell me. Okay?
Okay.
Now these two are belongs to a collective name. What could be the collective name for this? Can you find?
Okay, so for collective name for that would be bike Majo?
No. Bike. I'm asking about bike and car. You need to combine with a collective name.
Oh, okay. Mode of transport. Oh.
You are very near actually.
Say it again.
Answer. You are very near to the actual answer.
Okay.
You have given a right clue. What you said now? Vehicle you said? Yes, exactly. Okay? It is a vehicle. Vehicle has two different classes.
That's
One
right.
is bike, one is, so I am making as like a border. Why I am drawing it as a border, you know.
That's right.
This entire component area is called as vehicle.
Okay.
Is called as a namespace. Okay?
Namespace, okay.
Fine. Namespace vehicle. It's a collective name of many different classes where all classes are similar to share the properties.
Okay.
like car, bike, then bus, lorry, jeep.
Okay.
These are different types of vehicles only,
Okay.
but these are all belongs to vehicle class.
Okay.
So vehicle is actually called as a namespace.
Namespace. Okay.
Collective name of many classes.
Okay.
Fine. Is the methodology is clear?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Now the same thing we shall categorize. You have electronic items at home.
Okay.
Electronic items. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Now you have two category of electronic items. One is
Uh-huh.
utility items. One is entertainment items.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So utility items are different classes you have. You have washing machine.
Uh-huh.
Okay. You have television.
Yes.
Not in
No.
oven.
No. Yep.
Oven.
Yep.
Refrigerator.
Yep.
Utility items.
Yes.
You have television.
Uh-huh.
You have like MP3 player something.
Computer.
Computer is also like entertainment nowadays. Actually, it falls in both areas. Utilities also nowadays, like computer, PlayStation.
Uh-huh.
Now, what is the collective name of this? Electronics.
Electronics. Yeah.
Yes. Point taken.
Yep.
Electronics is the collective name.
Uh-huh.
But utility and entertainment are classifications.
Uh-huh.
Then you have variety of different objects.
Okay.
This is called as namespace electronics.
Electronics. Okay.
So like God also created in the same way, human beings, then male, female, classification.
So that would be the same. So that would be the namespace would be electronics.
Space.
Okay.
Employees.
So hello.
Yes, Mike.
Yeah, I think there was a disconnection. You were saying?
Again, connection stopped. I hope not from my side.
Okay, let's see.
Mike,
Yeah,
completely missed. Your voice is completely lost.
Oh, it is?
Now, okay, you tried to speak?
Yes, I was just saying that, so electronics would be the namespace?
Electronics is a namespace.
Okay.
Point taken?
Yep, going to take it, yep.
Yes. Now the same thing you apply to this.
Okay.
System is a namespace.
Okay.
Offers many classes. One
Okay.
is system.
Uh-huh.
One is for the console class, where you can read-write operations on the console environment, like here.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay.
And some more classes related to converting one type to another type, convert class.
Uh-huh.
Files related IO class.
Uh-huh.
Threading related thread class.
Okay.
So system is a namespace.
Okay.
These are all different classes. Okay.
Uh-huh.
At this stage, we are learning only the ready-made available classes, that is console.
Pencil, okay.
Point taken.
Point taken, yeah?
So, libraries you are including, that is namespace. Okay? The namespace, once if you include, it is a library system. I can use a class console. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Console. Console has a method to write something on the screen. That is write line method. Because I want to write something on the screen. That is console environment.
Okay.
Otherwise, through a program, I cannot write anything on the screen. Okay?
You cannot, yeah.
But the program can be divided into number of modules.
Okay.
The modular programming we identified.
Okay.
So the module here is main and other modules are module 1. Okay. But program has to start from a particular module.
Okay.
So that is a main program, main
Okay.
function from where the program starts. Okay. Apart from that, you can have some other functions that is different. We will discuss about those things later.
Okay.
Some other subsections. Okay.
Okay. So how about the read key?
Yes. Now when you put the read key in comments, okay, I will put the read key in comments.
Okay.
Now you see, single quotation, it is in comment.
Uh-huh.
Now I executed, what is happening?
Uh-huh.
It is flickering the screen or not? Executed.
No, it's going real fast. You can't even see the screen.
Yes. To make the console
Okay.
to wait by expecting an input from you, that is reading a key from you.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if you press enter, it reads a key and then out.
Uh-huh.
That is the purpose of read key.
Okay.
So now it is expecting an input from you.
Okay.
So the input, any key you can enter.
Okay.
Then it will be disappeared. Till that time, it is showing the output of your program.
Okay.
Got the point?
Okay. So earlier on, when you did, when you were typing console and started typing read, it showed read line and read key. What's the difference between read line and read key?
Read line to read a value from console to store into a variable.
Okay.
Now we are not going to do that.
Okay.
Okay. Later we'll read the value from console to store into a variable.
Okay.
The same program.
Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I just seen it when you were writing it, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yes, yes, yes. Now I'm saving this
Okay.
in Mike's folder.
Hello world.
First PGM.
Okay.
First PGM is already there. I'm writing it as hello world.
Okay.
.vb is the extension.
Okay.
And you save it with all files not required actually.
Okay.
Save. So when you go to the folder,
Uh-huh.
you can see hello world with VB. Okay?
Okay.
VB logo.
Oh, okay.
Go to the console prompt.
Uh-huh.
If you install Visual Studio, you will get this command prompt.
Okay.
Fine. Go to the location where you created the folder.
Okay.
Okay. D colon CD mic, because in my computer I created a folder on your name.
Okay.
So there you can issue a directory command to see the directory. Hello world is there.
Okay.
VBC hello world dot VB.
Okay.
Type it like this.
So
So program compiled successfully.
okay. So
Then you
VBC.
can see VB compiler. VBC
Okay.
stands for VB compiler.
Okay.
In case of C# CSC compiler, you can see.
Okay.
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 Now again I am executing
Uh-huh.
VB compiler. So exe is created. You can see.
Okay.
Right click, go to properties, and you can see an exe is created.
Huh. Okay.
So I am removing this. Okay. I am deleting this.
Okay.
Now only program is there. That is the source program.
Okay.
Okay. This source program I am giving to the compiler as source.
Okay.
Program must have an extension .vb.
Okay.
So I press enter. So compiled and exe is created.
Uh-huh.
This exe I should execute. Only the name is enough.
Sure. Just name should be enough. Okay, there you go.
Hello world displayed.
Okay.
So two ways we learned. One is Visual Studio IDE environment.
Okay.
One is console environment.
Okay.
Point taken, Mike?
Point taken, yeah.
Yes. Now you can ask me any question.
So as far as does the Visual Studio do compiling within Visual Studio without using the command prompt, or?
I didn't get you. There is a voice disturbance.
Okay, like right now you just compiled it using command line, right?
Yes, both the ways.
So you can do it through Visual Studio to through the GUI.
Yes, we'll continue only Visual Studio environment.
Okay.
Because I need to show both the ways of execution and compilation of the programs.
Okay.
So we
So
need
how-
to have an idea.
So how do you compile it in the
Here?
graphic? Yeah.
You see icon, or else you can press F5. See
Okay.
my mouse cursor.
Okay.
Have you seen this?
Yes, I see that.
You can press function key on your computer.
So or F5.
Yes, F5.
Okay.
So like how you run your PowerPoint, F5.
Okay.
So Microsoft all program execution is with F5 only.
Uh-huh.
So that's all.
Okay. Okay, good. So as far as the console, when you're doing Windows Phone, we don't use that console right line because we actually, right now we're using it because we want to display it on the screen, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, all right, I think that's all, and also uh, what you said about the main, that's the main function where the program starts, because you always, we always see the
So
main. Okay.
yes, here see, it never starts from tax calculation.
Sure.
It cannot start from printing first. Okay.
Uh-huh.
It cannot start a storage first. It
Start
cannot
printing.
start billing first.
Uh-huh.
It can start from billing first.
Uh-huh.
Likewise,
Oh,
we
wow.
designed.
Oh, wow. Nice. Thank you.
Fine.
Yes,
And
fine.
actually, Mike, there is no technical definition available for main.
Okay.
Main is like a function identifies by compiler automatically.
Uh-huh.
So like you are going to celebrate a birthday. Okay?
Uh-huh.
So for celebrating birthday, you have
Uh-huh.
hired many services. Like you hired a videographer, you hired an event management, you hired a photographer, you hired some some services from the catering.
Uh-huh.
So all these are all required when you have a main objective of celebrating. Point taken?
Point taken, yeah?
So like you are going to construct a house. When you are constructing a house, you need many services, carpenter, painter, construction engineer, civil engineer, right?
Uh-huh.
Same manner, the main is a function where other operations can be done through main.
Uh-huh.
That is the definition main we can derive.
Okay.
Any questions?
No, that's clear. I think we can go ahead.
Yes. So this is the way we will continue for few because we have only 2 days per week. Okay.
Sure.
For few weeks we will move like this.
Okay.
Then soon I will make you to move into the Visual Studio IDE environment to develop window applications.
Okay. No problem.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Mike. And some more things I have mentioned here related to the same. How do you compile and execute whatever I shared? Okay.
Okay.
And then again tomorrow we'll continue from here.
Okay.
So here, if you want to do the same thing, compile and execute VB.NET and purpose of the read key and purpose of the write line. Okay.
Okay.
And when you want to start Visual Studio, choose file, new project, select
Okay.
template, select console applications. Okay.
Okay. All right.
So name of the location where you want to start, everything I mentioned.
Okay.
So like fine.
That's fine.
So tomorrow at what time we shall meet?
It will be 8 o'clock my time. I think your time, I'm not sure if it's going to be in the morning or...
Find with Bhaskar, okay?
Okay.
Bhaskar will help out.
Okay.
Okay. So
Hello?
yes, Mike, I'll wind up the session for today.
Yes. Okay. No, that's fine. And it was just that I lost sound towards the end. So you say you're gonna share this document with me so I can look at it?
Yes, now only I'll share.
Okay. Then I can look at it, and when we meet again, if I have any
It will
questions.
be useful for us. I'll share
Yeah.
immediately.
Okay, but if I have any questions, then I can ask you from there.
Yes, yes. So now only I'll share. Okay.
Okay.
So session content. Fine.
Uh-huh. That's right.
CR.
Did you see that email I sent you there?
Yes, I have opened the email also.
Okay.
CR discussion. I'll explain.
Okay.
So by
You
board.
can find that information. If you scroll back up, it's pretty much they have a lot of INI files which are generated by a program, about 1700 INI files, and the server name, inside of the INI files, there's a location for printer, like a server name for the print server.
Okay.
So since they've moved from XP to Windows 7, they have changed their server name. They actually virtualized their servers.
Okay. Okay.
So now that's why you see the V in front of the name.
No,
So
I'll think on that. What is INI? Okay, you are asking what is INI, right?
yes, so I've even attached a sample file, so we can just discuss it later on when we meet.
Yes,
But
this
just
test.ini.
yes,
I'll save and I'll check this.
okay,
I will place it in Mike's folder only
okay,
because I don't miss it if I place
okay,
it here.
okay. Thank you.
So I'll check this.
Yeah, no, we'll talk about it later on.
Yes, sure.
Okay. All right. Thank you very
Fine,
much.
Mike.
You have a
Thank you.
good day. All right.
It's good day to you and good night to me.
Okay. Bye bye.